Hey, hey, can I ask you a question?
Go for it.
Do you believe there's a heaven after we die?
No,
No. Do you
nope,
believe there's a God?
nope,
No, really? You don't believe there's a God?
nope.
Where do you think all this came from?
Is that like a serious question?
That's a very serious question. Do you think
Okay, so
you can
you
see
know how
my
there's
house?
these things called like atoms?
Yeah,
Okay, well they bond together and they make objects. I don't know
but
if you know that.
where would the atoms come from then?
Oh, I don't know,
Well, that's my
but
point.
it wasn't a god.
Well, that'd be like saying that my house just came out of nowhere. It
No,
needed
it
some,
was built.
it needed some, yeah,
It
and it
was
was
built
built.
by
How
humans
do you
that
know it was
are
built by a
not.
human?
Huh?
How do you know it was built by a human?
Who else was it built by?
That's my point exactly.
A fucking
A
dog?
house a house has design and complexity and it's fine tuned and
Yeah,
a
built
universe
by a man.
yeah, hold on. A universe is much more fine tuned, it's much more complex, it's much greater. So then if a house requires a builder, then the
So,
universe definitely requires a creator.
so I have a question.
Do you see what I'm saying
So
though before you ask
no,
that question?
I no, I do not agree with you at all. Like I
Okay.
like don't get me wrong, you believe what you want. Like what I'm not even gonna like you can't whatever, I don't
Well, we
care.
just want to believe
But
what's true.
huh?
I said we want to believe what's true, not just whatever we want.
I mean I feel like you shouldn't push your religion on other people. Like that's kind of
I
fucked.
haven't even talked about religion
Well, I'm just saying, you
yet.
kind of are in a way. You're kind of trying to tell me that I'm not. You're trying to tell me that I'm wrong for not believing there's a God, because you just said I'm believing what's true. But
Yeah.
in my eyes, I believe that there is not a God, and to me that is true. But I'm not telling you that I am believing what is true. I'm telling you that I believe what I believe, and you can believe what you believe. But yours is not necessarily true to me, and mine is not true to you.
Yeah, well, what if you believe like you're a super rich person and then you're actually not, and so you just can't afford to do anything, you end up starving? Is that a good
That's
thing to
just
do?
delusion.
Yeah, that's delusion, and that's my point exactly. We can believe things that are false, but that's just
Right,
delusion.
right. So you believe that there's a magical dude floating around in the sky above
No,
the
that's not what I
clouds
said.
where all of the people's souls go. By the way, we don't have a soul.
Do you
Um,
have any evidence for that?
do you have evidence that God's real?
Yes, I just gave you evidence.
Oh, wait, what's your evidence?
The evidence is the logical argument that if a house, which is
Uh-huh.
relatively simple in comparison to a universe, it
Uh-huh.
would have to have a creator, right?
Uh-huh.
So a universe much more complex, much bigger, much more fine tuned, much more designed to it, has to have a creator as well.
Okay. Okay.
So do you see the logic?
No, there's no logic there to be
Okay,
seen.
can you name anything in existence that didn't have a prior cause?
What do you mean?
Well, you think the universe didn't have a prior cause.
I didn't say
So
that. I said that the universe was not necessarily built by a random dude. Plus, if God was real,
I didn't nobody said random dude. That's a
okay, I have a
straw
question.
man.
I have a question. I have a question. Do you think Jesus is God's son?
Yeah.
Am I on live right now arguing? Because that would be great.
No, you're
Do you
not on
think
live.
Do you think Jesus is God's son?
Yeah.
So you don't think that Mary just had an affair and was like, "Hey, by the way,"
No.
some random delusional lady that was like, "Hey, by the way."
No, but even if that was the case, there'd still need to be a creator for the world.
Oh, okay. Wait, I have another question for you. Okay, um, when God created the world, how did He do it?
He just spoke and it came into existence because he's all
Oh, so His
powerful.
magical powers?
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
does
The
so I have a
someone
question.
that'd be powerful.
If God has magical powers and controls everything and everything, why do people die from violence?
I
Why
wouldn't
do
use
people get
magical
beat?
powers. That's like that's like saying if someone gets in a car accident and assuming that the car didn't have a maker.
Okay, why do kids get raped?
Even in a world where there's evil,
If God
there
is real,
still
no.
requires a creator.
Okay, but that's not what I asked.
It pretty much is.
It's not. I'm
You're
asking you
saying because
why do
something
kids
bad
get raped?
happens that all of a sudden that means there's no creator. That doesn't make any sense.
Why is it wrong just because one book says it?
Because God created the universe. Just like you can make
Did He write
rules
that Bible?
if you
Who
have
wrote the Bible?
God wrote the Bible. Just
And how many times was it translated?
it's been translated a bunch of times, but we can
So
still
how
go
do you
back
know
to the
that one? How do you know? How do you know that the Bible was not
I
written
was
by God?
I was explaining
Stop.
that, but you cut me off again.
Okay, go.
the Bible has been translated lots of times, but we can still go back and look at the original language. So it's not like a game of telephone where it's gotten translated to English, and it got translated to Chinese, and it got translated to Vietnamese,
Okay.
and then
Okay, so I have another question. How many Bibles are there in the world? How many different kinds of Bibles are there?
are you asking about different versions?
Yes, how
Like
many
different
different versions of
translations?
the Bible there are there?
I don't know. There's probably quite a few. There's a
Okay,
lot of
so how do you know
languages.
that how do you know that your God is any better than the Jewish God?
The Jewish God is the Christian God.
Is it? I don't know
Yeah.
anything about that.
But
Okay. Fuck.
you're
Who's a different
avoiding
God?
you're avoiding the question though.
What was your question?
My point is that there has to be a creator. And I've given
No,
you
I do
two
not.
I've given you two reasons now to believe there's a creator, because the
Okay.
universe couldn't have built itself. And
Okay.
you have no reason to think anything's wrong or right without a creator.
So
Same
I have
way
a question.
you can set rules for your own house, because
Uh-huh.
if you own a house, I don't know if that's your house that you own or not, but if you did own a house, you can set the rules for your house because it's under
Right.
your authority. God
Yeah.
created the universe, so it's under his authority. He can set the rules.
So
Just
he
like
set the
a
rules,
government
but
sets
he's
the rules for their land.
right. So if he is the creator of all, why doesn't he guide everyone in the correct direction?
Because he can allow things to happen that he doesn't necessarily want to happen.
Oh, okay. So the amount of murder that happens every day, the amount
Yeah.
of deaths that happen
So
every
let me
single
ask you
day
again.
that are no, stop, don't cut me off, please. The amount of murder that happens every day, the amount of rape that happens every day, the amount of assaults and harm that is done to everybody else in the rest of the world, he just allows to happen
What issue do you have with those things in your worldview?
because it's wrong.
Why is it wrong? You don't have a
Because it's
basis
just
to
wrong.
say it's
No,
wrong.
because it's harmful to ourselves and to others. It has nothing to do with the book.
What
I
is
don't.
harmful in your worldview? What does that even mean? You just think we're just evolved random animals, just atoms floating around by chance. What's wrong and right
Okay,
even
I
mean?
don't know why you keep saying random atoms floating around by chance because I never said that. You said
We're made up
evolution
of
by
atoms. Do
chance.
you agree? Huh?
That is what I said. I said evolution by chance because you said that and I agreed with you,
Okay,
which I
evolution
also
by
do not
chance.
necessarily think is right. My other point, the earth is a rock.
Okay, evolution still can't explain morality. You have no basis for any sort of morality in your worldview.
Okay. Okay.
Do you think it's just wrong because you say it's wrong?
It's not wrong because, in my opinion, yes, it is wrong because I say it's wrong.
Okay,
To
you
be
think
fair.
that's just okay? What if someone says it's not
Because
wrong to murder?
then
they
that is
wrong?
their opinion. That is their view on the world.
Okay, so they're right and you're right. It's just nobody knows. So you have
You're
no.
right.
So
You might be right.
you can't
You
even
might
say
be-
that rape is objectively wrong in your worldview.
I can
then.
say rape is objectively wrong because in my own head, rape is wrong. It has nothing to
Okay,
do
but
with
what
the
if
book.
someone comes along and
Nobody
says
should need a book
rape's
to
not
tell them
wrong?
that rape is wrong.
What if someone comes along and says rape's not wrong? Can you say they're absolutely wrong?
Yes,
Okay, but just because you say so?
just because I say so, and that's my opinion. Somebody could come along and tell
Okay,
the
so
rest of. If
that's
somebody
not a
walked
good
into a
standard.
church, if somebody walked into a church and said, "I am God," this is right, everybody in that church would follow him.
No,
Everybody would.
no,
It's happened before. It
no.
actually has.
Well,
That's why cults are created.
there's people that are
Because
deceived, sure, but
oh right. So I have a question.
a
Here's another
a
thing.
bunch
Here's
of
another.
believers are not going to do that.
Huh? So one more thing. So people who are in cults or get wrapped up in cults follow one leader, correct?
Sure.
Okay. So that person went to a group of people and said, "I am your God now," or "I am the voice of God," or "I am the reason." They all listen to them. So what makes a cult any different than a religion?
Well, quite a few things.
Okay, tell me.
The cult's purpose is to deceive and to.
Right.
Almost every cult ends with the leader just being gratified by making his followers worship him or
Right. So who do you worship?
do some sick things, like there's cults that have like slept with the leader because they
People
just
do
want.
that every day in religion.
Yeah, but that's not what Christianity is.
But that's what it is. It actually, like, it might not be the point of it, just like how a cult is not, the point of it is to not sleep with the leader. Most of them are not. There are some that are
Well,
fucked up.
some are to convince people to kill people or whatever
Right.
else. But
the Christian religion, not even just the Christian religion, any religion, is mainly focused on making people believe that something is real. Something that could totally, and I'm not saying that God's not necessarily real. There is a chance he could be, you know? There's always a chance for anything. There's a chance God is real. But
is there a chance that there was a builder for my house?
Huh?
Is there a chance that there was a builder for my house, or is it certain that there was a builder for my house?
I mean, yes, there was a builder for your house, but that does not mean that there was a builder for the world. Just because your house was built by a person does not mean the universe was. And where did God come from?
What about a pencil? Do you think there was a builder for a pencil?
Huh?
Think there was a builder for a pencil?
We figured you would enjoy putting your own stuff.
I mean, machines make them.
Right.
For the
But
most
someone
part.
made the machines. There was still a prior cause.
Oh, okay. So I have a question. Who made God?
So that's pretty simple, right?
Who made God?
Nobody made God. The only things
I thought there was a creator for everything. Wait, I thought there was a creator for everything.
There's a creator for everything that had a beginning.
Okay, so God didn't have a beginning?
No.
He just always existed?
That's correct, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, you're fucking crazy.